Hey everyone, welcome to day 35. Today is the 6th of April, and this video I just want to talk a bit more about what will happen next. I made some notes. These are the final few things before the project, uh, mini project, I guess, that I'll be following along. So I'll quickly go over them. I don't really want to read off these notes, but it pretty much just aligns what I learned, right? So volumes. So what is volumes? So think of it as like it's pretty much a storage. It's like let's think of it as like a data storage where everything is stored, and then where like the pod can like pull data from because the database, right? Imagine the database container or pod is, it dies or it restarts, then data will disappear, right? But that's very inconvenient for you because you want it to be persistent. So that's why volumes are important. It attaches a physical storage on a hard drive to your pod, which could be local or remote, and that's why that way if it is restarted, all the data will still be intact and will be there. This is the importance, persistent data. And another benefit is it can be used for shared storage. So if you have multiple containers in a pod, it acts as like a shared file system, which is very useful. And next, we already covered deployment, but I never really went into detail on what exactly it is or why it's important. So first of all, scalability, right? And then without deployment, there will be downtime, where users can't access your application. Imagine you need to update it or something went wrong. That's why deployments are useful, where it can make replicas, right? That way, multiple replicas can run on your application depending on the usage, how many people are using it. You can also scale down. So now instead of creating another pod whenever, or more pods whenever more people start using, you can simply create deployments and easily scale it up or down. And lastly, stateful set. This is similar to deployments where instead of for the app, like the application pod is for databases, and stateful set, it means that's for the stateful. It'll be used for stateful apps or databases instead of stateless. But stateful set is a lot more tedious to use compared to deployments. So typically, it is common to host the databases outside of the Kubernetes cluster, maybe on like cloud or something else. So this is the last part before the project. I'll be doing that tomorrow. I'll be following along with Nana's crash course, so that'll be a lot of fun, I think, and definitely will reinforce everything I learned in the past few days. But next week I'll be doing something a bit different. So I mentioned yesterday that or a few days ago, that I'll be trying to do the CK in June, but doing a bit more research and having a bit more talks with others, I realized that is a bit unrealistic. This is not an easy course, first of all, and second of all, I think it's kind of a jump. I feel like I'm skipping a few steps on the on the way up. So instead, I'll probably try for a Linux certificate first instead, and then maybe come back to this, because if I want to take this course, I'll have to study both Kubernetes and Linux and get my knowledge up on both of them. But I think having a bit of an easier goal first will not only boost my confidence and make sure that I'm doing the right thing, studying the right way. It's also just, I guess I kind of like doing things without jumping through hoops. Another thing is, I know that the recent trend of AI is, it's better to jump on the train as soon as possible. So every day I'll probably be taking a look at AI stuff, and I'll probably post one video about what I've learned on AI or what I built each week, maybe, depending on how. Yeah, I'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think for now, I might slow down on the Kubernetes. Or after tomorrow, of course. I still want to do this project just to see, maybe it's not as bad. Maybe I'll find a lot of enjoyment, and then I'll learn a lot faster. But I think, yeah, I guess I'll see for tomorrow. But if not, then I'll probably go back to more Linux-based learning, focusing more on my foundations, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.